Hi Taurus, welcome to June. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. I'm reading outside today because it's such a beautiful day, so you might hear some nature, some wind, and some birds. And I think this month I'm going to do a reading that's general, not just specifically for love, but maybe possibly career or finance, whatever comes up. We'll see what's important for Taurus this month. We're coming into eclipse season. So we have a full moon eclipse in Sagittarius on June 5th and a new moon eclipse in Cancer on June 21st, and it's also the solstice. Venus will be going direct, Mercury's going retrograde, Neptune's going retrograde. We're going to have a packed month, and there could be a lot of changes this month. We're also going to have an eclipse in July, but I'll get to that next month. But for this month, so we're having 3 eclipses, but in this month we're having 2. So first we have the Sagittarius eclipse, the Cancer eclipse, and then we'll have a Capricorn eclipse in July. So this is we're in, things are going to be shifting us to new paths. And the nodes are changing signs to Sagittarius and Gemini from Capricorn, Cancer. So let's see what's going on for Taurus for June. What does Taurus need to know? For the month of June, what is the major energy for June? What will these eclipses bring for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know for the month of June about love, career, finance, anything important? What will be important for Taurus for June, for the month of June? Eight of Wands, the Fool, Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Magician, the Strength card, the Page of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Star. Okay, this is interesting. So the Eight of Wands, crossed by the Fool. The Eight of Wands, opportunities you're gonna be getting some messages. If you've been waiting for a message, it's coming. It also represents the Eight of Wands is messages coming in, news, opportunities in career opportunities. You're going to have an opportunity to start a brand new path this month. The Fool is about moving into a brand new situation. So it could be a career opportunity that comes up. It could even be a relationship. But it's something that you've been wanting for a long time, and you can achieve it. The Fool can put you in, it's not going to be, it's like a brand new beginning. I don't think it's going to be dealing with someone from the past, like a past job or anything like that. It's a brand new situation. And something could be ending. I feel like one situation is going to be ending because you have the Ten of Swords here. Just when you think, things can't get any worse, your troubles are over. By the end of the month, you're going to be in a brand new situation. And it may take more than a month because you have the Star here. So I feel that, especially with the new moon eclipse in Cancer, and we'll get to that later, but the new beginning is going to take time to develop, but so it may not totally manifest completely until 6 months from now. But it's the start. This is the start. This is the spark. You're at the beginning. This Fool is like, it's a 0. You're at the beginning of a new cycle. And something that has been troubling you and worrying you is ending. You're coming out of a toxic situation. Look at all these pages. So messages coming in, news coming in. The Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. The Page of Pentacles, this is the student card. So if you've been studying something or learning, you've been teaching yourself, whether you've been taking classes or you're learning new skills, it's going to pay off this month because it's going to lead to a new opportunity. So all your hard work is going to manifest. You have the Nine of Cups here. And the Magician. The Magician is a card of communication. So you could be working on some type of communication project, something that involves marketing, communication. The Magician is also the card of manifestation. So it's really important this month that you focus on what you want. Don't focus on what you don't like. Keep your thoughts focused on what you want to happen in your life in the most positive way. Because you can make it happen. And you have to overcome this Strength card. You may even need to seek a counselor. Either you're dealing with, you could be dealing with someone that has anger issues, but it could also be your own self-worth. You really have to value yourself. You have to work on, what am I worth? And I need to tame that beast within. I need to tame my, if you have a tendency to think in the negative, or you have the tendency to not value yourself, you have to fight that urge. You have to focus on the Magician. You have all the skills. He's got all the skills he needs to succeed. He just needs to believe that he can do it. And that's what this full moon in Sagittarius is about. Truth and belief. What do I believe? Do you have faith? What do you have faith that you can achieve? Because anything that you think that it's like the Napoleon Hill. Whatever you think you can, whatever you believe you can achieve, you can succeed at doing. But it's all in your mind. It's a head trip. If you think that you can't do something, you'll fail every time. But if you really believe in yourself and you really think, I can do this, there's nothing you can't accomplish. So I think what you're going to be doing this month is overcoming self-doubt and learning how to manifest. And you have this Page of Swords here. This is in your negative thinking. So this is a card about gossip, spying, looking into things. Like you might be worried that people are checking you out or talking about you behind your back, or there might be some upsetting messages going around this month. There's a lot because this full moon with Sagittarius it's about gossip and information and trying to sort the truth from the non-truth. So don't worry about any gossip because the truth is going to come out this month with this full moon. This is also a card about having that difficult conversation. Don't be afraid to to have that conversation. If there's something that needs to be said in a relationship or in a career situation, don't be afraid to say it. Speak up about what you need. And don't be afraid to look and check things out. Don't just believe everything you hear. You may have more than one option to decide, and you want to make sure that you're evaluating everything carefully. You have this Page of Cups here. This is an offer. It could be an offer of love, a message of love that's coming. But you may not trust it. There may be something about it because it's new. It's surrounded by swords. So I'm wondering if this message, there's something that you want to check out before you accept this offer of love. Maybe the person is not telling you the whole story. So you want to look deeper. The Ten of Swords is in your wish fulfillment. So you might decide, I feel like you're leaving, because you have these two pages here. I think one person could be problem. You might be walking away from a problem, a person who's been difficult, and you might be embracing a new beginning with someone who's very romantic, very sensitive, very tender. And you have the Star here. So with the Ten of Swords energy, you may feel like I've been giving something all this energy and I'm not getting anywhere. Maybe I should just cut my losses and move on. So that's something that you might be deciding. And then you start this new beginning. So I feel like you're leaving something that just isn't working anymore. You don't want to give it any more energy. You're just done. You're not going to, you're just tired of this energy. Dealing with this person who may be difficult. They might be harsh in their communication. Maybe you just, maybe they even have some anger issues. You might be dealing with someone who could have some mental issues or anger issues. And you're just like, you know what? I can't deal with this anymore. I want a new beginning. And here's this Page of Cups offering you a new beginning. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new creative project because the cups represent creativity, love. And the star is about a wish fulfillment. Look, you've got the Nine of Cups and the Star and the Fool. So I feel like you're on the edge of making a dream real, something that you've wanted for a long time, something you dreamed about but thought was maybe not possible. It is going to be possible. You just have to stop wasting your energy on things that are draining you. So if there's a person in your life that is not giving you what you need in a relationship, maybe you're doing all the giving, you're giving all the love and they're not doing anything, walk away. There's someone new in the wings. If it's even a job situation or career situation where you feel like you're not being valued or you're not being respected, walk away because you have Eight of Wands. Things are going to be happening quickly, especially with the eclipses. A lot of times with the eclipse, you think, well, yeah, I'm going to make changes, but, Taurus, we have plenty of time. Don't worry. We're not in a hurry, And then all of a sudden this opportunity pops up and you have to act fast because the Eight of Wands is speed. So you may feel like things are happening too quickly in June because of the eclipses. The eclipses are demanding that you make some decisions and take action quickly, and you may not be comfortable with that speed. But it does represent a new life, so don't be afraid of it. But do check into everything that you're hearing, everything that you're being promised, because especially because Mercury's going retrograde this month. So you want to make sure that whatever is, if you're signing any contracts, you want to make sure that you read the fine print and you know what you're agreeing to. But you're on the edge of a bright new time, and you can use your talent and your abilities to create something that you've wanted to create for a long time. This is a wish fulfillment card. So let's see what the astrology. So this is happening. Okay, the full moon in Sag is happening in your 8th house of resources, other people's resources. It's also transformation, sex, death, transformation. It's a card of. It's like you're confronting your demons in June. You're looking at your darkness, and you're realizing, okay, I've got to fix some things about me, what I believe is possible for me, how I value myself, what I'm putting up with. I have to look at that, and I have to change that. You can't point the finger outside this month. You have to look in. The Strength card is about controlling the beast within, looking in and clearing out the cobwebs, facing the darkness within yourself. Not just seeing it in others, because you do see it in others, but you have to also deal with it within. You have Venus and the Sun in the 2nd house, so it's going to bring in an opportunity to make more money. It's going to affect this eclipse. You may see the truth. I think it's going to work two ways. You may see the truth in a relationship, something that a person or a person that you really care about. You're going to see the truth about that. You're going to see the truth about your own self-worth. Where have you been selling yourself too short? Have I been settling for too little? And you're going to make changes. You have an opportunity to start to turn a page and start brand new in a better direction. Mars is going to be squaring this full moon. So you could have, and it's in your 11th house. That's the house of friendship, hopes, dreams, wishes, the money that you make from the business that you're in. You may have a conflict with a friend or a group of people that you belong to, maybe a group of friends. And you're going to see the truth about a friend. And you may decide that you want to move on, that you want different people in your life. You may leave certain people behind because you're wasting your time. It's like you're giving all this energy to someone who's not returning it. They're not giving you the respect that you deserve. So there could be some conflict with Mars. But one thing you want to make sure, because there's a lot of confusion this month, you also have Neptune in the 11th house. So Neptune is, it can help you achieve a goal or a dream, but it could also bring confusion. And especially with this Page of Swords, you don't want to believe everything you hear. You want to check, get it from the source, get it from the person's, if you have a quarrel with someone, don't have somebody else be the messenger. Go and talk to that person and have it out and discuss things. You could maybe turn a page in the relationship and have a brand new beginning in the relationship. So for some of you, I feel that you might be leaving a relationship for something better because there's a new beginning. You might be leaving a job because there's new opportunities. But whatever it is, something that has been troubling you is coming to an end. Something that's been weighing on your mind, something that's been like your dark. The Ten of Swords is like it's over. Your troubles, your worries, you're coming to a brighter time. Venus is going to be sextiling Uranus from the 3rd house, and you have Uranus in the 1st house, so you're ready for change. You've been ready for change. This could trigger it. These eclipses could trigger that change. And Mercury, you could hear from someone unexpectedly. It could also bring creativity. It could make you more. You might be feeling like communicating more. Maybe you're thinking about writing or getting involved in starting your own blog or getting involved in a communication project. That's going to bring you. You're going to be having a lot of innovative ideas because when Mercury sextiles, Mercury's in favorable aspect to Uranus, it brings genius ideas. So you're going to see a solution to your problem. You're going to be your awareness is going to be raised. So if you get any ideas, write them down. Don't let them go to waste. Put them in action. It can change your life. You have Pluto and Jupiter in your 9th house, and they're coming together. They're only 1 degree apart right now. They're going to be in an exact conjunction in July, but they're close enough to be considered a conjunction now. It's only 1 degree, and that brings wealth and opportunity, and that's going to come to you through the 9th house issues: higher education, foreign travel, learning, teaching. So maybe you want to, you might decide that you want to teach a class, or you might decide you want to go back to school and get more training. It's going to lead to a brand new start for you. You might even decide you want to travel. An opportunity to travel may pop up over the next 6 months because these eclipses are in effect for they cover a 6-month period until the next eclipse. So we had the full moon in Sag. There'll be, in 6 months from now, we'll have another eclipse, another full moon eclipse. And so between that now and then, you're going to be on this new path and moving in a new direction and leaving behind whatever is no longer serving you. But you do have some things to work out. You have some blocks to work out with the Strength card here. So it would be a good time if you ever wanted to go for counseling to get at certain things within yourself, like why am I not valuing myself, or why am I settling for too less, or why am I not claiming more, why am I stuck in this relationship that's going nowhere, why am I stuck in this job that's going nowhere. The star is here for you. The potential is all there. The only thing that's stopping you is you, and you may want to talk to someone about that so that you can overcome those blocks, the gremlins that say you can't do it, that are in your mind, because you can do it. So then we have the new moon eclipse in Cancer at 0 degrees. That's a brand new beginning. You're on this new cycle, and Cancer is favorable to your sign. And it's in the 3rd house of communication, siblings, relatives, next door neighbors. So you could have a new beginning. If you've had problems with like some relatives or brothers or sisters, some of you can have a new beginning in that relationship. Or you could be starting a new communication project at work. Maybe you're starting a website, or you're putting more energy into a website. Or you're doing work that you feel really speaks to your soul, because it's Cancer. It's about, it could be a healing endeavor. Doing something that involves healing or motherhood, nurturing others. It could even be a relationship that's healing, a new relationship. Not so much, I don't know if it's romantic as much, because the 3rd house is more about friends and family, you know, like your siblings. So you could have a new relationship that can be a healing influence on you, or a new beginning in some type of communication project. But this new moon is, you have Saturn in the 10th house, so you might be, while you're having this new beginning, and it could be a relationship, um, it could bring, you're going to be busy with work, and so that could be the only fly in the ointment, I should say. The only thing that's stopping, that's like taking away from the joy of this new beginning, is that you have a lot of responsibilities, and you might be working really hard. So you're going to be in conflict between, oh, I want to put all my energy into this new thing, but I've got all this work to do, and so you have to juggle. You're going to be juggling your career with this new beginning um, that this Cancer new moon is bringing. Jupiter and Pluto are in your ninth house. Mercury is trining Neptune. Mercury's in the third, trining Neptune. This is a very creative time for you. So if you've ever want to do anything creative, like artistic, either creative writing or something that involves creativity, music, maybe that's it. You know, for some of you, for Taurus, because Taurus loves music, you could be doing some, you know, writing music, getting involved in some kind of creativity. You're going to be very inspired at this new moon. And so you might have it might be a side project even, that you're working on something on the side that's separate from your career, and you're really passionate about it, you're really excited about it, but you're having a hard time working everything in. Venus, so Mercury goes retrograde on the 18th, and that could slow things down with contracts. If you're involved, because you have a lot of third house energy, so if you're signing any contracts or starting anything new where you have to sign on the dotted line, you want to make sure that you're reading all the fine print, that you know exactly what you're getting into, because especially with Mercury, if you're not doing something creative with Neptune, Mercury and Neptune can bring confusion, or you might think that something is better than what it is. So you want to make sure you're checking all the details. That's this Page of Swords. Check the details. Don't just leave things for chance. What else is happening? Mars is in Pisces in your 11th house, and it's sextile Jupiter and Pluto in your ninth house. So you could be dealing with someone that lives it could be either they live at a distance. You could be having, if there's a relationship, it could be some opportunity that you're dealing with people at a distance. So it could be that you're dealing with someone, whatever you're working on, it has to do with foreign countries or people at a distance. So you could be having a job that's a remote job, or you're dealing with with a company that has a global reach, or you're dealing with people, some type of higher education, and maybe an institution of higher education. But I feel like you're going to start to take action toward a goal or a dream that you've wanted to achieve for a long time. You're going to have that energy. And it's going to be something creative. It's going to be something that either helps to heal others. It could be something that has to do with healing, or something creative, art, music, photography, creative writing. But you're on the edge of a brand new time. Now Neptune's in your 11th house. It's going to go retrograde at the end of June. So that, usually when Neptune goes retrograde, it clears up the fog or the confusion. So you're going to start to see some truths this month. I feel like if you've been living in a fog, or living like unsure about what's going on, you're going to see the truth is going to come out, especially at the full moon. And then that's going to spur you to this new beginning. You're going to then say, okay, now that I know the truth, I know where to put my energy, and I'm going to start working toward a goal or a dream that's really important to me, that speaks to my soul, that brings me the respect and the financial abundance, and that utilizes my talents. So you're going to be making some changes in June because of the truth that comes out at the full moon. You're going to see the writing on the wall. You're going to know what to do. And you're going to stop wasting your time on things that don't serve you. People, places, jobs, relationships, whatever it is. But you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to get off the, Taurus is, change doesn't come easy to a Taurus. They try and hold on to the last they try everything before they give up on something. You're going to have to work on that to embrace change and to embrace a new beginning, because it is going to lead you to this star. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you'd like a private reading, just click on the link in the description box and we'll get you on the schedule. In the meantime, I want to say thank you to everyone for supporting my channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing and commenting, and thank you for those who have ordered readings. I really appreciate your support. If you're new, welcome. I wish you much luck and success, and stay safe and healthy during this pandemic. Be careful as we start to come back online this summer. Don't. I just wish you much success, and I think this new beginning is going to be good for you. It's time for a change, Taurus. It's time to shake things up and move in a path that's going to bring you joy. So enjoy June, and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.